Hi, it's Debbie Williams, and today I want to talk about a question that I was asked by a client of why is it whenever I decide that I'm going to overcome my bulimia, it's almost like the bulimia becomes worse. And I explained to her that, what's happening on the inside is that a part of you is trying to save you, so to speak, because it believes that bulimia is a great thing to do because it means you can have your cake and eat it and all of this. And when you first learned to sort of eat food and throw up, it was like you found a way to be able to have all these so-called naughty foods and then get rid of them. But then it takes over because then the links get set up in your mind of, if you've had a good day, oh, let's have a binge because I can make it even better. Or you've had a bad day, let's have a binge because we can console ourselves. Oh, I have some space, what shall I do? I'll have a binge. Oh, can I fit in a binge today? And so it's like it spreads out into every area of your life. And as soon as you make the decision, that's it, I want to stop it, and you get yourself motivated, then sometimes that part of you is saying, no, I'm not going to let go of this because this is good for you. I've looked after you. I've given you all these rewards. And so it's a bit sort of off kilter. So one thing that you can do to counteract that is to write down all the pluses and the minuses. So the pluses is that I can eat food that I wouldn't necessarily let myself have. I can have treats when I want it and I can feel like I can be naughty. And then on the other side, you can write down all the negatives of how it makes you feel over time, how you feel when you have to stick your fingers down your throat or whether you take laxatives, how you feel inside your body, that really your poor body of what you're doing to it. And that list will be longer than the benefit list. And so that when you have this little battle going on, if you've got the two lists with you and you can say, well, look, I want to learn to eat what a naturally lean, healthy, happy person does. So I'm not going to say never to having bits of junk food, but I've got to learn a way to be able to have, one bar of chocolate, not 5 or 10 or whatever it is that you devour. Or if you've recovered from anorexia and you're into bulimia, usually those binges are smaller. So that you find a way to find peace with yourself. When I work with clients, I set things up, let's set a journey of mastery, what lean, healthy, happy people do. So that's the road we're going on. And often when I see people for the second session, they'll say, oh, I've had, 3 good days, 2 good days, 5 good days. And then there's one day when it went off and they probably carried on going off. And what I do with them is then over time is I work through why they went off track, what triggered them to go off track, and let's put some resources into their mind so that they can counteract that. If you think about it, is there anybody that you've got within your circle of friends who has a really good attitude towards food, who seems to be able to eat just a smaller amount and then knows, oh, I've had enough, and pushes it away? Just imagine if they were there on your shoulder throughout the day, so that whenever you had this thought, oh, you binge, you hear your friend say, well, you could, but then you've got to do the sick bit. You could, or you could just do what I do. Why don't you just sit down, make a treat of it, have a little bit of it, and really enjoy it? And at first, you may not be able to do this because at first it's alien to you. But again, like any top athletes that win, they see it in their mind over and over and over. So if you could imagine, what would it be like to eat the way my friend does, who's lean, healthy and happy? What would it be like to feel at peace the way they do? And the more you daydream with those kind of thoughts, the more you're going to start manifesting those ideas and ways to solve your issues along the lines of what somebody who doesn't have a problem can do it naturally. I have quite a lot of hypnosis downloads. My best one is the full Lean for Life program because it's overkill with how many downloads that you get with it, but it means that you've got that support. If you're stressed, you can listen to the Stop Stress. If you need confidence, you can listen to the Confidence one. If you want to heal the inner child, there's that one, I think, on there, as well as sort of ditching sort of foods that are addictive like chocolate, dairy type things, and there's lots of videos as well that I've done that can also support that if you have a bread addiction and you need to curb it so that you can have bread but know when to stop. Anyway, it's great talking to you today, and have a look at the links below and maybe join up on some of my mailing lists and have a look at some of the other free products on the YouTube channel, and let me support you to overcome your eating disorder. Bye now.